Yeah, so we're back. Apparently, had some technical issues there, but we seem to be up and running once more. And this, at first glance, would appear to be a horrendous clone of Puzzle Bobble. Another, shall we say, rip-off of an older arcade title, in this case an older NeoGeo title, Puzzle Bobble. But this was actually a licensed game. You can see licensed from Taito Corporation down at the bottom. So this is actually, shall we say, a game obviously inspired and allowed by the original Puzzle Bobble creators. And it does have its own sort of unique mechanics. Your object in each level is to cause that symbol to drop, at least in the later levels. Yes, this is going to be the first game I play in a puzzle game block, just like I did last time. I do have a few to show off this time as well, and I figured I would start with this one, as it is a follow-up, as it were, a successor to one I did last time. What? Bomb, star, and it's good enough. See it again, yeah. Allow ball. Of course, it's supposed to be arrow ball. It does have a versus battle mode, but I'll do the one-player set. Trying to free the target in each stage. You have the same mechanics. Up will flatten out the arrow for you. Interestingly, so does down. Down makes it move up, not actually down. I have no idea why. There you have it. Bonus points for finishing a level quickly, and you don't earn big points for dropping bubbles in this game. You do earn sizable points for clearing large groups of them. So this is about speed, and to a certain extent accuracy. Definitely a very different feel from Puzzle Bobble, a very different feel. Despite it having, arguably, the exact same mechanics. Certainly the same launching mechanism. There we go. And every so many targets is the Zodiac symbol. Aries get! Duke, good to see you. Thank you. You may notice that this target shape is like a hook. And this is sort of the real big secret thing that this game has. Yes! I got it! Secret million-point shots! You can earn once per stage. Glad I actually managed to successfully show one of those off. Obviously, if you want to get a high score in this game, you need to know where those are. They're not that hard to find, but they can be tricky to pull off. Ooh, pretty. I think I want green gone. Oh. Just like the original, there is still some lag when it comes to getting colors to vanish completely, which I hate. There's really no excuse for that. I call that, you know, put that in the quarter-sucking department, basically. It's making the game unnecessarily harder and frustrating for no good reason. Are you freaking kidding me? You know what, just sit there. It's what I need to drop anyway. Nope. Need a sharper angle. Perfect. There we go. I am a tourist, so I hope I can get at least this far. This game's similarities to Puzzle Bobble are almost a little too similar. The propensity towards color screw is very much still present. I mean, look at this. 4 green bubbles in a row, completely worthless to me. Completely. But you will notice that the line doesn't drop. Unlike Puzzle Bobble, after so many bubbles, the ceiling comes down. That doesn't happen here. Instead, it's a set amount of time to finish each level. Much better mechanic there, if you ask me. That is unfortunately attached, and that color is unfortunately otherwise gone. Damn. This music reminds me of Three Wonders for some reason. Sounds like Midnight Wanderers to me. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? This might be possible. Yes. Well, I'm not sure how much that actually helps me in the long run here. Ugh. There we go. Finally, I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, they do give you an actual... Oops. Actual number when it gets down low enough. Ugh! I got those in one at least. There we go. Tourist get! Here we go. Sometimes getting those early shots is like 90% of the level. I'd better just leave that one there. Away, please. Really? Got it. Yeesh. Lion, welcome back. Yeah, sorry for the... I have literally no idea what happened. It's just like every program I had running decided to crash simultaneously. I really don't know what triggered any of that. But things seem to be running again now. I suppose I could try upgrading to Windows 10. I'm hilarious! I kinda don't need you anymore. Thank you. I'll need you again a little bit later, I guess. There we go. Well, my issue with Windows 10 is that it is the most blatant privacy violation ever committed to software. I am not going to get into... That's very easy information to find. I'm sure a simple Google search for Windows 10 privacy issues will give you any number of tirades. Ugh. Heck, the only reason I'm using Windows 7 instead of XP is because my old computer was on the brink. And on the blink. I was about to die. Gemini get. Incidentally, if anybody can predict a serious issue that might come up if I make it far enough in the game, that's probably worth bennies. Thank you for the bomb, that was appreciated. Maybe I can... Yeah, good enough. I could really use a red right now, game. Red? Red? Thank you. Took you so damn long. Yeah, I'm just ending it. I think that might actually be a million-point shot at the bottom center of that if you dig your way through to it with the bombs. I don't recall exactly. There is a million-point shot here. It's in the near the upper left. I have the tendency to not hit it. Uh-oh. That's gonna sink right, just like it does in Puzzle Bobble. I could end it here. I'm not sure I want to, though. Nope, that was off. They're giving me lots of green, and that is what I'm going to need, but... Nope, that was still not right. I've got plenty of time, and it's well worth it. It's tough. It's pretty much pixel perfect. Nope. I'm going to keep trying. Oops, I got a little ahead of myself there. Come on, give it to me. There it is. Got it. Here we go. Actually doing reasonably well this game. Given how many other games I've been playing like crap tonight. I think I'm gonna keep at this one. There it is. Very, very unfortunate choice of words. Cancer get. And I think that's another million-point shot on the left, just to the left of the target. Yes! Actually nailing these tonight. Oh, that last one did take me a while. Quite a while, in fact, but I did get it. Well worth taking the time to get them. They're worth a lot more than the time bonuses, that's for certain. Yes! Wow. Yeah, it's at around this point that the game is like, I think you've been playing long enough. The stages are going to get genuinely... well, obnoxious, really. Oops. I just did not make things any easier on myself. Yellow's the only other one I need to get. Oops. I'm not sure that shot is possible, the angle I've given myself. Is that a million-point shot? I actually don't know if it is or not. I don't think it is. Nope, needed to be deeper than that. Oh, are you kidding me? Right in between. Needs to be down slightly. There we go. Sheesh! Leo. Yes. I, of course, know my zodiac signs, thanks to Final Fantasy Tactics. Which I just started playing Tuesdays. This is looking very bad. At least these are going where I need them to. Straight up the center, please. Thank you. Slight angle? No, I was hoping I'd get it in the gap. Would have been convenient. Not necessary, but convenient. Wow, they're actually giving me the colors I need. Stunning. About it? Okay. Yes. Nope, don't need you yet. Okay, that color should not be coming back. Ugh. Perfect. Oops, not quite. I'm not sure I just did myself any favors. Hey! Wrong color! What the hell, game? I just made another shot buffer on myself. Okay. Yes! Sheesh! Leo get! Whatever you want, Leo gets! Okay. That is definitely a need to make the early shot level here. Thankfully I did. Bounce it? No, a little lower. Got it. Thanks, I appreciate that. Can hide you over there. Again, the line does not drop. Of course, if I screw up a shot like this, I could be in trouble. Ugh. There we are. Nope. Higher, please. There we are. Bubble trouble. I know there's a 1,000,000-point shot on this level. It's for cramming it in that one bubble space to the right of the target. Needs to be a very precise shot. See if I can pull it off here. Got it! Wow. Straight up for that last one. Virgo get. Wow, I'm halfway there. Nice first shot option there. Not sure if that's a 1,000,000-point shot to its right or not. It certainly looks like one, doesn't it? Of course, I'd have to dig my way to it. A try. Yes, yes it is. Oh, well, that's gonna make this easy. Almost didn't see that. I hate this one so much. For obvious reasons. There we go. I try to give you really nasty color screw on this one. This level all about handling the color screw. Here we go. Oh no! That's exactly what I did not want that bubble to do. Here we are. Ugh. This one is technically still doable, but it's gonna be tough to do it fast enough. Come on. Of course, that helps a lot. As you need to make two very tricky shots. There we are, there's one of them. Wow. I am genuinely surprised I made it past that. No. Let me stick you... Oops. Bad angle. I wanted to stick that under the yellow. Now I've got no place to put you, but... Well, aiming assistance. For some reason you get 1 point when those things break. It lasts for a time. I might not be getting Libra. This is looking pretty deep right now. So, and I had the arrow and I missed that. Okay. Alright. The great threat is gone. Should be able to fight my way up now. Oops. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that, aren't I? Ugh, come on. Huh? Yes. Alright. Done. Aimbot. Libra get. There. Ooh. I will take you up on that offer. Thank you very much. That level was looking just plain wrong. Okay, let's put you there. This level's going by pretty quickly, but definitely getting color screw here. Theoretically, that's possible. Nope. There we are. Ooh. Scorpio. Maximum compatibility or incompatibility with Taurus. Ooh. Oh, why did it choose blue instead of yellow? Ah. I got robbed. Looks like I'm gonna have to hang you off to the side there. Nope, missed that shot. Yeah. At least they're further out of my way. Now stay gone, Blue! Alright. Wouldn't be coming back at this point. Yes! Let's hang you off to the side there. Good enough. Oh, that's probably another 1,000,000-point shot, isn't it? And I got nothing else better to do with this bubble. Yes! Oops. There we go. Scorpio get. Wow. I'm 2/3 of the way through the game here. This, I don't know about anyone else, but I'm certainly happy with the way things are going right now. Well, I know one game on my list I'm skipping, though. I'm not playing it now. Part for time concerns, and part because it's just way too repetitive. This has lasted a while, but I'm not stopping. Yes. Whew. I am actually genuinely surprised I'm making as many of my shots as I am. Let's stick you out here. There we go. Got it. Yeah, I don't think those are 1,000,000-point shots, but obviously you need a little help getting this one started. That looks good. Uh-oh. I'm gonna really wish I had left more space for myself there. Oh my word. Uh-oh. Oh dear. This ain't looking so good. Come on. Yes! Ooh, a bomb. I actually don't want to hit the white. I want to get close to them. Perfect! You don't suppose... That wasn't the right angle. Forget it. Oh, nope. Hold on. I have the feeling it's a 1,000,000-point shot getting it into the hook on the right side of the target. But, gonna have to, let that one go for now. One of these days, I should actually look up the 1,000,000-point shots. I haven't seen them listed anywhere, but I'm sure I'm not the only person who knows about them. I know I'm not. I did discover them on my own, though. I was like, huh, looks like an odd little out-of-the-way place. Oh wow, look at that. This game was in one of the earlier MAME decathlons, and I was largely responsible for that. I recruited a bunch of people to join us that year, and I was like, we should all vote for this game. Get something somewhat modern present for a frickin' change. And it really did shake things up. I was like, yeah, I got info for all you people. Here are all the 1,000,000-point shots I know about. Have fun. Go win one. There we go. Sagittarius get. This is easily the best I've ever done at this. Right. Straight up the gut with a green and we're done. Can I simply wait that out? The game isn't gonna want to give me a green, I know this. Alright, fine. I'll play your game, you rogue. There we go. Another same angle should do it, right? Yeah. Million? If it is, I missed it. And I'm not gonna mess around with that any further, although I probably should have. Oh, I'm definitely saving this among my high scores. There's no doubt about that. Done deal. Done deal. Gonna be one of those higher up scores where I actually list every digit, then just be like, yeah, I got around so many K. It's like, no, this one's gonna be near the top of that list. I'll take it. I will take it. Are you freaking kidding me, game? Unbelievable. Worst color screw ever. Like, quantitatively. You have to give me a green. There's no other alternative here. Although I suppose I'm getting good points for that. It's an easy level, you just have to wait it out. There we are. And know that holding up or down will straighten the gun perfectly. Capricorn, get! Oh. Ugh. Ugh. Let me see bubbles at the bottom, not blocks. Okay, alright. In the gap there? Alright, good. Here we are. Let's hang it there and drop it. Okay. Oops. Where do I even want to put this bomb? Guess that'll do. Ooh, blue, please. Thank you. Damn, spiked balls are holding this thing up. I have to bomb it free. Alright, that green bubble will decide it. Here we go. Complex X. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'll stick you there. You're also unfortunate. Let's put you there. Oh, I hope I make this shot! Okay. About frickin' time! Sheesh. Oh. Another pointer. Another allow ball. Oh my word. Nope, was not able to fit through there. If this were Snood, that would have worked. Not here. Not in Puzzle Bobble. And not in this licensed clone. of a game. This is getting unpleasant. What? Red? Red should be long gone now. Huh? Oh, darn. I think got stuck in the doorway. Which means I am not getting a shot through there anymore. I should stop trying. It's running thin. Oh, oops, the yellows are connected in there now. Darn it. Yes. Spicy SNES. Hey, good to see you here. Okay, that is not a doable shot. This one is. Yes. Okay, get the... Oh, I just blocked my next shot. Crap. So I gotta watch the next bubbles more carefully. Yes. Oh, this is gonna get ugly fast. Oh no, that was a miss. Now I'm blocking an angle. Okay. Hey, game! You're color screwing me again. There we go. Yes. Okay. Alright, there's one side down. Straight in the center I think is best now. I have to hit that with a ricochet, don't I? Yes! Let me just hide up in that corner, please. You don't suppose... No, I missed it. I'm not gonna know now. Nope. Oh well, I tried. Come on. Yes! Oh, Jezendar, ouch. I think you're right, though. Quarius get, yes, it is a pointer, so I get 1 point from it. Oh, dear. It was a stealth pun I didn't even recognize. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no, what has happened here? I don't think that's possible. It's gonna get caught in the doorway, right? Yes. Oh, this is not good. It's gonna come down to luck whether they give me the colors I need or not at this point. Ooh! I gotta decide quick. Green. Nope. Missed that one. Come on, work with me. Yes. You too. Perfect. Alright, half my time is gone already. I gotta get a move on. Huh? Yes. Oh, son of a... You do, of course, also lose if a bubble ends up below the line. Okay, come on. Kind of color dependent right now. Oops, that could have been better. Get over yourself. Ugh. I need an orange and it's just not coming. There we go. Oh, what have I done? That's my own fault! Ah! Damn it. No, it's too late now. I could have had it. And they're not even giving me another blue. Oh! Nuts! Ugh. That was easily my best run of that ever. I'll gladly inscribe my initials to that. Wow. Oh boy. Show me my score again. It was over 10 million, wasn't it? Mark down that I've played this. Alright, so while I'm waiting for that to come up, I will mention that one other game I was planning on playing, game from Taito themselves in 1999, the actual sequel to Puzzle Bobble, or Bust-A-Move, if you prefer, also came out on the NeoGeo. Puzzle Bobble 2 and Bust-A-Move 2, however, regional variations, quite a lot different. The dinosaurs aren't in the US version. You actually see a pair of hands that turn the wheel. Different music, that sort of thing. It is a very, very different, unique experience. But, yes, I will not be playing that, as obviously you've seen enough of this for now. 10,127,004. Alright, wow. So that was totally a thing. Holy cow. There is one other puzzle game that I wanted to show off. And this one should not take as long. I can play one of its shorter modes. And I actually sort of had two choices here. There is, of course, the Magical Drop trilogy. The original was not a NeoGeo game. Actually, its overseas version was called Chain Reaction. In Japan, it was called Magical Drop. When they made sequels, they were both on the NeoGeo, and they were called Magical Drop in all regions. Magical Drop 2 and 3 are sort of legendary games in and of their own right. But I am instead going to play another game that was heavily inspired by them. If you've ever played the PopCap game Astro Pop, Magical Drop is the series it was inspired by. And there's also this one, too. Oops. Pizzle faux shizzle. Money Puzzle Exchanger. From a quaint little company called Face. So let me fire this one up. In the interest of providing as much variety as possible. So your standard mode in this is your one-on-one versus battle. Slightly loud there. Love that little intro there. So we've got several modes here. You can play against the computer, or this solo play, sort of a practice mode. I will play. This will get very difficult very quickly. You have to play. So move your character at the bottom. Grab items, throw them back up. Yes, let's fight to computer. Your objective in this game is to make change. Get 5 1s together, they become replaced with a 5. Get 2 5s together, they become a 10. 5 10s make a 50, 2 50s make 100, 5 100s make a 500, 2 500s vanish completely. You get 1,000 points. And you can indeed perform chain combos. If a new coin coming in ends up making a new match, it will do that for you. Only orthogonal connections between coins count. And you have these special powers that show up too. You can wipe coins out completely or cause a value to rank up. But much like its inspiration, you can make combos just by playing fast enough. By getting one match done before another finishes. The game is demonstrating that right now. And as such, this is a game that can be very hotly contested between people that know what they're doing. If you are fast enough, it's brutal. For the single-player mode here, I get to choose my character from a set. It makes no actual difference, it's just the animation I see in the background, and I like LD Labor. Okay. So, I can't pull the line, because one of the things I'm actually being rated on is how long I manage to last. I've got plenty of time to think about my early moves, try to get things set up, try to set off some kind of a combo. Although I'm not seeing much at the moment. That's a basic way of starting. Lacking 10s at the moment, so there's only so much I can do with that. I wish I had another 10 before I did something like that. Oh, whoops, I didn't see that one down there. Let's just get the ones ranked up. Like, no. There we go. Ultimately, I'll be rewarded for my biggest chain during the course of this whole run. Still not seeing anything really big I can set up, though. Let's see. Temporarily swap those around. These are kind of in my way. 1 to 5 to... There is potential here. I don't know if I can make it happen. Oops. Let's get rid of the cheap change. Get a 1 and a 5 next to each other at the same depth. And match the erasers next to one another. Actually, I'm going to let the line come down a little bit, so I have better potential here. Although things are speeding up as time goes on. Hopefully epic will happen in there. That was a start. Nope, not quite fast enough there. There's a better way of playing this. See if I can actually make that happen. Oh, I put that somewhere I wasn't expecting. Yeah. Worked out. Really? Oh, those are gonna match as soon as I toss them. There we go. Oops, what am I doing? A little out of practice. I feel like I'm going very slowly. I was doing so on purpose early on, but now I need to pick up the pace. I can dig my way to that eraser. Oops, I got rid of the nickels in that. You can only hold one denomination of coin at a time, in case you were wondering. Wait, what am I doing? There we go. That was a decent run. Oh, the rank ups are like right there. There we go. That's what I want to see. Oh, that line is coming so fast now. What? Oh dear. Ah. Oh well. So I get sort of an overall rating based on different categories. How long I lasted is level essentially works out to. How many chains I made total, and the value of my best chain, a 6-way. And lastly, my in-game score is one category. That all works out to 40 rating points. And that is what I will actually be credited with on the for this game, I do believe. Yeah. 40 point isn't too bad. I would be much happier with 50. I believe the maximum is actually 64. I don't think you get more than 16 points out of any one category. That is Money Puzzle Exchanger, and of course you can play it as a versus mode between two people, and that is or against the series of computer opponents, and that's good fun. But yeah, I kind of spent enough time on puzzle games there. But the next two games I'm going to move on to, although they are action games of different genres, they often feel like they have certain puzzle elements to them. And I'm going to play the lesser known of the two first. This is one of those games that I would never have known about if it weren't for emulation. I never saw this in an arcade. And I need to enable a mouse input for this. Oh, I see I already did. Good boy. Strange little game called Pop and Bounce. Now, when you have a breakout style game, it really, really tends to stink if you are forced to use a joystick. But thankfully, for whatever reason, this game was designed in such a way that you can actually connect up a paddle to it, a spinner. That is actually an option. And thankfully, through the power of emulation, you can use your mouse to fill in for that. Video system! The Aero Fighters people. Oh jeez, Dark Tower. I guarantee you this is a better game than Dark Tower. Parental advisory warning. English warning. So yeah, it is indeed a breakout-style game, but there's quite a bit of thought process that can go into it, and some unique, clever power-ups. With proper aim and grouping, the blocks that you need to hit will actually merge together, being a single block that only needs to be hit once, and can drop a power-up. The better the power-up... yeah, the power-up is stronger with the larger the group you take out. So this is a breakout game for the thinking man. And that is one long leaderboard it allows for. Richia is one of the cutest video game characters ever. Uh-oh, hold on. Paddle not working. That's a problem. I'm guessing that is going to be something in the soft dip? Okay. Darn. Alright. This is the settings screen that you would see if you actually had the console controls on a NeoGeo cabinet, by the way. And this is where you would go to change information regarding the game's setup. Should be up here. It is controller, paddle. There we go. Now it will work as intended. Yeah, it does in fact allow for a joystick. You can take this cartridge, stick it in your usual NeoGeo cabinet, and you can play it with a joystick. But who would want to? Alright, as you can see, there's actually some randomness to the levels that show up. You get a score multiplier the longer that you can keep hitting the ball and taking out at least one block. If you hit the ball up and comes back to the paddle without it hitting something else, your multiplier is cut in half. However, I also draw your attention to the word attack up at the top of the screen. You know how it's irritating when you're playing a breakout game and there's only like one block left and you just keep hitting the ball anywhere but that block? This game has a unique mechanism for dealing with the ball getting stuck like that. It's sort of an alternate method for getting through things. If you spell attack in a level, which I just did, it usually doesn't last long after that. As you suddenly find yourself with 3 balls, the paddle extends to almost cover the entire width of the bottom, and the level is usually finished in very short order after that. Nice. Those B targets completely eliminate that color from the field. You still get any power-ups that would drop. Oh, should have kept the shot. Oh, I got it. And I like how it shows Richia standing on the creature whose level you just defeated at the end. If I can get this one up the side. Nice. So, this does in some ways feel like a puzzle game, due to the way that you can manipulate the blocks. Of course, it isn't a puzzle game. It very much feels like one. All you need to do is hit that bee. The purple bees are proximity bombs, basically. There we go. The dragons we have to hit twice. Hopefully I can position this just right. Darn. The eggs will merge together, but not the dragons themselves. A dragon won't merge with an egg, I should say. Laser. Oops. That's a miss. Ooh. Blue power-up will give me a longer paddle. That one will slow the ball down. The bigger the power-up is, the larger the brick it came from, and the stronger the power-up effect it has. Yeah, one of them lets you shoot, I believe that's yellow. And green will allow you to have a ball that will destroy blocks in one shot, or if it's particularly powerful, actually travel straight through blocks, destroying everything as it goes. The ball does speed up the more hits it takes to finish the level. Of course, it slows back down if you lose a life. It also speeds up. It hits the ceiling, but it slows back down the next time you hit it with the paddle. Oh! That was stupid. It's probably not a steep enough angle, is it? No. Will I hit the dragon or the A first? Either will work. Oh, that's gonna hit the dragon. Yep. Yeah, that took too long to get a time bonus. Let's try. The later levels, the blocks will actually start moving down on the hole towards that line you see at the bottom, and if they manage to cross it, you have failed the level. Whoa. I think you actually lose a ball. Yeah, they're actually slinking down now. I think you lose a ball and they retreat a bit. I might be mistaken. It's been a little while. Hopefully we won't find out. My, you're getting fast. Come on. Oh, darn it. There we go. Extra obstacle. Ooh. It is possible to hit these lines from the side and get things merged together, but as you might imagine, that's tough to do. London Bridge is fun. My fair. Holy crap, that's awesome! Ugh. Yes. Oh, come on. Alright, good. On point tonight! I usually don't get that shot on my first try, and I'm barely staying alive the rest of the level. I seem to be very accurate tonight. Wow. That one too. Thank you for that, host, aka SM. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Mermaid ball. I can take out this green in the front here. Get the reds to come in together. Much better. There we go. Penetrating shot. Ooh! I don't see that very often, and I'm not even sure what causes it. Jellies. Come on. There we go. Oh, what? Damn it. Let's try further over. Oh, that would be so helpful. Thank you. That won't help all that much. I'd rather keep the long paddle. Oh, come on. Is it gonna be like this, really? Oh! Please hit it. Oh, damn it. Come on. Don't play me like this. There we go. As the ball gets faster, it also has more subtle variations in the angle that it takes to make things a little fairer. You're having trouble getting that one last shot due to the set angles the ball travels at. They actually do you a solid and mix it up. It also means you need to keep on your toes. So the ball isn't always going to go exactly where you might expect it to. There might be a slight change in angle. Yeah, this is more what I'm used to seeing. Try to cram the ball in that gap there. The right angle to get it to travel across. This excess of Arkanoid, unfortunately, still very present here. Oh, come off it already. This is easily my favorite arcade breakout game. There's no comparison. Aw, darn. And the and the enemy takes revenge for all the other previous ones and bounces on her head. I'm sorry, Richia. I apologize. I tried. I did better than I usually do. 2,626,100. I'm probably gonna highlight that one too, actually. The game is not that long. I think I made it past the halfway point. So that is... The companion cube does not approve. Yes. That is Pop and Bounce. A game that feels like a puzzle game, but clearly isn't. This is sort of that inspiration that it has there. So moving on to another game that also feels like a puzzle game, but clearly isn't. This is one that Lord BBH was streaming the Steam version of not too long ago, that horrible, horrible Steam version. I will not be playing it on Steam. I will be playing it on a far superior emulator, because I want to show off the game well and show it off properly. This game is one of those games that you've either never heard of, or is like, oh, I love that game, holy crap, Craigasm. Yes, this is the one and only Twinkle Star Sprites. Good old ADK. SNK Gaiden. I most certainly am entitled to play this. Wow! Perfect jet lag timing there! It has not been played yet. It's happening right now. I hope they put me against Really Till as the first opponent, because I absolutely love the dialogue when you face her in story mode. This game starts out easy enough. It has sort of that one-on-one versus appeal, but rather than it being... Pause that for a moment, actually. Oh, that's a bad place to pause it. I'll just let this run in the background. Rather than it being best 2 out of 3 or whatever against each opponent, it's like EAR Kung Fu, where you have a set number of lives. You only need to beat each opponent once. And if you happen to lose a round, you lose a life, you try the same opponent again. That's the way it plays. Yeah, kawaii twin brother of SNK, yes. Yes, indeed. Twinkle Star Sprites, yes. So this actually plays as like a versus shooter. You've got charge shots. The explosions of enemies tend to damage other enemies. The enemies tend to fly in, shall we say, patterns or fleets, to where you can destroy multiples with one shot. And you can spawn bullets to go after your opponent. Those can get reversed and become glowing shots to come back the other way. Reversing a glowing shot becomes a special attack that's character dependent. And you have an amount of health. Obviously you can take damage if you hit things. You can also steal health from your opponent. If you hit them with a special attack, you can damage them and regain health for yourself. Run out of health, you've lost the round. And as you can see, it can get very, very hectic. You will probably see a certain amount of slowdown, because this game simply gives the NeoGeo more than it can handle. As a matter of fact, some of the ports of this game, I do have one of them. I forget which platform it's on. It can't be the Dreamcast. Might be Saturn. I think it's the Saturn. Yeah. The fact that those versions have no slowdown, or that you turn it off, is usually considered a bad thing. This game gets brutal. This game is indeed in the those recent Humble Bundle NeoGeo packs, yes. And no other games happened once you got into this one. Yeah, that can totally happen. This game will do that to you. Although my favorite character is really Till, I will be playing the story mode here. Because the dialogue is just hilarious. So much bad English. I really hope they put me against really Till, though, because the dialogue between the two, it's one of the funniest lines I know of in any video game ever. Saturn and Dreamcast. It would have to be the Saturn version because I don't have any means of playing an import game on the Dreamcast. I would not have bought a Japanese Dreamcast game. Yes, I remember when GameStop actually sold imported Japanese... story time here, but it's very brief. Actually sold Japanese imports for the Saturn in order to have Saturn games on their shelves. I remember that time well. Yes, my copy of Radiant Silvergun I did not buy on eBay after the fact. I bought that in a store. I bought that at the North Dartmouth Mall. Actually, I think it was still Electronics Boutique at the time. Quite possibly. Yeah. If I were to sell that, that would sell for quite a chunk. Well over $100 at this point. And it's actually kind of tempting to do that, because I can always play it on the Xbox 360 now. And I could really use the money. I could really use the capture card. At any rate, I will play the story mode. Aw, no. Absolutely not. Let me try again. I'll give it 2 or 3 shots. I want to face really Till first, damn you. Give me really Till, damn it. Yes, thank you. Well, Ron, it's been 100 years since we last met. Oh, it's really Till, the dragon. Are you brought JP? What's wrong? Oh, that's actually going a lot faster than I can read it. Crap. Hold on. I will have to pause my way through that, because this is just way too funny. Watch it not come up for like 4 times now. It is random. There are 2 opponents you can face first. This is worth it, trust me. This is totally worth it. Come on. There we go. Alright, so I will pause my way through this. Well, Ron, it's been 100 years since we last met here. Oh, it's really Till, the Dragon Girl! And you've even brought Drapey! What's the deal? This is not the time for small talk. Our countries have been at war for 10,000 years! Get a clue! I'll give you chocolate. Just pretend you didn't see us. Oh! Our countries have been at war for 10,000 years! Get a clue. I'll give you chocolate. Starting nice and easy. She's already made a lot of mistakes. She's got half a hit point left. Ugh. There we go. Beaver Orb coming up. I can catch that in an explosion. I'll get much stronger shots coming back the other way. Oh, there's a big combo. I summoned my boss against her. Yeah, she is unfortunately the first opponent, and as such is very easy to beat, but yeah, she is my favorite character in the game. If you play the... We did it, huh, Rabbit Cat? Wow, wow, wow! If you play against... there is another one-player versus computer mode where you can play as any character and you just face the others in order. And the different characters all have different, like, shot patterns and movement speeds and whatnot, so there's a lot of variety there. Really, Till is actually one of the fastest characters. Yeah, chocolate fixes everything. What's this strange thing? Nyanja Monja! and her partner Rabby Cat there, looking in a book. They call that a Nyanja Monja. This book says they are usually very shy creatures. Oh, that's good. But it also says they hate little girls with blonde hair, red clothes, and ribbons. If they see such a girl, they attack at once! Meow! What? Bam, 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 bam! Oh, it's so arbitrary, I love it. Pop these bubbles, then take out the group. Oh. Didn't get the big one in the middle. The color of one of these enemies... Oh, I gotta recover there. Alright, so I'm on the ropes now, but hopefully I can still come back from this. The color of an enemy determines its health, how much you're gonna have to shoot it before it blows up, and how big it is determines how large its explosion will be. Those coins flip back and forth, grab it when it's a star, and it will pop all the bubbles on the next group. Grab it when it's a $sign thing, and it gives you all of 10 points, you poor star. You can use... yeah, there's different levels of charge attack. You can use your power 1 to get yourself out of trouble. Shoot through targets for a bit. A level 2 charge attack will actually cost you one segment of your charge meter. But as you might imagine, it's more effective. If you manage to get the meter all the way up to max, and then launch a full power charge shot and hit anything with it, it will summon your boss against the opponent. Right away. Go, Rabbit Cat! Yeah, you don't want to trouble anybody. Here we go. One of the game's male opponents, and somebody who, someone who sees himself being the protagonist's boyfriend. You're so slow, Ron. Ah! Schmidt! This isn't like you, Ron, leaving behind me, the one you love. What? You're one to talk. You can't even use magic right. Well, I've made this as an expression of my love. The Rocket Model #1. You'll sing a different tune once you see this thing's power. La la la, I'm not listening. Yeah. It's a shame they didn't put me up against Sir Kim as the second opponent, because I really wanted to do his voice. His scene is hilarious. But you can't pause your way through it. You have to be able to keep up with it, or it loses its comedic timing. Come on, Rabbit Cat, get him! That's not getting him! He still has full health, do something! The boss will only stay on the opponent's side for so long, and as a matter of fact, if you stick enough damage in its face, you can actually shoot it down. That was a good speed. Oh, come on, come on. Wait, Twinkle Star! now we stop seeing random opponents. We now actually see a set series. These are the villains of the game that we're going to start facing. This is the group of bodyguards for who is expected to be the final boss, an individual by the name of Mevius, the one that we're out here to deal with. There are 3 of them, but we will only be facing the one with the gray hair, Griffin. You have done well coming this far, Princess. We are Mevius the bodyguards. Oops, a little translation error there. They are Mevius's bodyguards. We shall not let you go further. Yeah, they look so strong. Leave this up to me. Hey ho, I saw them first. I like this girl. And then suddenly, Griffin has a nosebleed. I'm almost finished. Just let me have one last fight before I die. Griffin, don't be a fool. Yes, they look stupid. Yeah, you can see that the enemy style changes each stage. You're in a snow background, and we're shooting at snowmen. It's variety, I guess. For those who don't like variety, there's variety. That is actually a line from the beginning of a Monty Python's Flying Circus episode, in case you're wondering why I quote that. That was a good... Oh, I missed one, darn. Oh! That was a lot of shots to counter at once. So rather than get a big series of special attacks, I instead summoned the boss. And the boss took him out! That was really quick, wow. Wait just a second here. My window is poorly positioned and I want to fix that. Oops. Yes! So, nope, not me. Though. There are 2 Rans! Yeah, what? Look what a cute little girl! She says of her dark clone. Stop fooling around! Don't you dare ignore me! I am Darkran, created by the Mevius bodyguards. I am superior to you in all areas. So you must be smart, pretty, skilled in magic! Rabbit Cat, you fink! Which is why you cannot ignore me! I love the cutscenes in this game. They're great. Forced a bomb out of my opponent. Now, incidentally, I have never completed this game on 1 credit, although I have made it to the final opponent multiple times on 1 credit. It's just that hard. I wasn't comfortable there. Oh, ouch! Nasty hit to take there. Oh, I moved right into that! There's my first life down. That wasn't good. Wasn't good at all. Wasn't good at all. There we go. Oh, that was very poor positioning. Not much of a chain there at all. The Steam version has a really nasty bug I discovered. Pausing and unpausing the game can cause the emulator to lose the plot. it will stop awarding things like achievements or getting your score on the leaderboards or whatnot. Pretty obnoxious! Especially because my first time playing, I got a max chain and didn't get the achievement for it, and I have not been able to get it since! So, caveat there. But it is still perfectly playable as the original game itself. You always just play the DRM for... Or, actually, you can just take... I am so hangry, I wonder what's for lunch. the exact same... yeah. Handred and hangry. Yeah. Funny that. Transliteration error, because of course in Japanese you always pronounce an A as ah. But it's weird. You must be a master to have come this far without a shingle continue. Yes, Mevius will actually mention about how many credits you've spent so far. And, well, yeah. Typo there. But I did not expect the princess to come by herself. Ah! What can I do? My broom's broken! I can't fly! Meow! Mevius doesn't understand the true power of the twinkle stars. Meow is the time to become the legendary, brilliant Princess Sprites! It's such a pain. Don't be a fool! It's the twinkle star! Ah, it's so bright! See you later, Mevius. Yes, and she has transformed into her, teen form, I guess you could say. In, the one-player versus computer mode, these characters are actually distinct. You can play as Lodrin or as sprites. Whoa! That swung wide. Ugh, that should have been a bomb. Whoa. Those bats are very unpredictable. Ah, crap. So the twinkle star forces puberty. I have no idea. Quite possibly. Not for a boss attack. A few specials out that way, though. Oh, my opponent's ahead of me in the enemy cycle here. Taking out groups faster than I am. Whoa, 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 what the hell? Sheesh! Oh, unbelievable. Well, there go my bombs. Well, he's actually already dropped both of his. Whoa, that was close. Come on. Almost to the boss attack. A few more. There we go. Let's see if I can get a charge shot built up without dying. Yes. Get him, Rabbit-Cat. Oh, nope, getting bullied around. If you collide with one of those enemies, it only... okay. It only costs you half a hit point, but it slows you down for a time. Makes you a much easier target to get hit. Ah! I was just about to drop that bomb, too! Nuts. She has longer hair and is no longer wearing a necklace. That's a plus in my book. That's 2 pluses in my book. Also decidedly less jailbait-ish. And I'm also going to drop this subject immediately. I'm making myself uncomfortable. I'm gonna stop that right now. Oh dear. Okay. Hit him! What? He managed to reverse all of those. Oh, that's a bomb. That is definitely a bomb. Nice. Come on. Getting bullied. I lose my charge, too. Come on. Yes. Eat it. Sprites' boss is actually a female rabbit cat, apparently. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah, oh, okay. Okay. Sheesh. Yes. Oof. Yeah, those bats have like a homing capability to them. Come on, reverse those! Yes! I was gonna say, that boss better come out after all that. The game's having trouble even drawing the border now. It's way too much happening. There we go! Finally! Man, that was brutal. Alright, so I've made it to the final boss. I do not expect to last long at all. But at least you'll get to see her. Come together! Power of hope! Weep! Mama, what on earth happened? Oh, so you have become the legendary Princess Sprites. But do you think it is enough to beat my magical powers? With my powers of darkness, I have made the queen my servant! Are you surprised? Oh, my back is... ouch! Ow! Sprites against sprites? The queen's powers are incredible! Whatever, let's go. Meow, how lame. Yeah, beating memory is an amazing accomplishment for anybody. Once CCing this game, you're a master in my book. She will not drop those bombs until she absolutely needs them. She will find a way to avoid shots. Ugh. And her special attacks are so annoying to avoid because they just appear in some random spot in the bottom half of the screen and then head straight for you. They can very easily pin you in if there are multiples. Now that's one bomb memory just dropped. Whoa! Oh, you don't. Of course, all her special attacks are food for some reason, too. I have no idea why. Random food items. Oh, no! Okay. Okay. Oh, got the boss. Oh. Let's buy some time for the boss to work. Oh, her boss is on my side, too. Shot it down. Okay. Oh, ah! Nope, she got me. Damn! That was a good run, though, all things considered. Who are you? Perhaps my enemy? I actually managed to finish those stages pretty quickly. You can probably get more points milking the levels if you can keep them active for a while, but I tend to just try to get them over quickly, play them for speed. That was almost 1,000,000! I might end up highlighting this one, too. Yeah, I had some really sizable combos in there, too. Yeah, I had a 32 hit at one point. 930,690. Yeah, I'm actually very happy with that. That was a good run. Whew. I actually really like that. So, I think from there, I am going to transition into another very pew-pewish game. I did, of course, start this session with two scrolling shooters, Pulsar and its sequel. I couldn't resist. And Pulsar was one of the oldest games I had on my list, too, so I wanted to do that one. But this next one is a much more straightforward shooter. Sort of an esoteric one. There is a series of fantastic scrolling shooters in the arcade called Strikers. Strikers 1945 in particular. Come on, work with me. Here we go. From a company called Psycheo, famous for their shooters. Strikers series essentially takes place in a sort of fictional post-World War II, where mecha were a thing. All the things look like normal vehicles, vessels you would expect from the time, but the bosses always transform into a mech at the end. Sort of a little... that's the conceit of the game. They made sort of an extra side story game, as it were, for the NeoGeo, under the title Strikers 1945 Plus. It's IKYO, there we go. 99. Has a nice variety of planes that you can choose from, each with their own unique style of charge shots. And their own unique bombs as well. They all tend to do a pretty good job of clearing the screen. How they behave after that varies quite a bit. There might be a fruit fly in here. Crap. At any rate... yeah, this game, actually, unlike the other Strikers games, has a limited stock on your charge shots, and they take time to build up. The classic P-38 Lightning, the fantastic F-5U Flying Pancake! Yeah, you can see that the charge shot stock actually varies from plane to plane. Mark 6 Spitfire, the TA-152 Focke-Wulf, the very defensive plane. That's probably the one I'm going to play for this run. Give this a moment here. It's 6 planes in all. These are the last ones. The Type 52 Zero Fighter and the G-56 Fiat. You can see I've got some scores there already. Alright, take care, Jezendar. I do apologize for the errors I had earlier, so I know that things are going a bit late at the moment. But I am going to give you guys your 4 hours. I will do that for you. Come on! There we go. You can always watch the on-demand later if you'd really like to. Yeah, I'll play as the Focke-Wulf for this one. Now, I'm going to actually pause it here to point out one very obnoxious thing. The default for this game in the arcade, apparently, is 2 lives, not 3, and that is so irritating. So very, very irritating. That is what it is. Yeah, and then you've got your bombs, and then your charge shot, and its stock count there. Yeah, although the help screen there showed 2 planes in reserve, yeah, you only start with the 1. So I'm not going to spend any charge shots just yet. Definitely want to build up the stock on them. This plane in particular, as you can see, has a small super shot stock count of only 3, and it charges up pretty slowly. but it's also one of the best charge shots in the game for a reason that will become apparent when I actually use one, which is probably going to be up against the boss up ahead. You can see that this plane focuses all its firepower straight forward. Those high damage missiles there. Mecha! Charge shot time! It negates enemy bullets! Not all charge shots do that. In fact, very few of them do. That's sort of the whole point of this plane's charge shot. Oh, damn it! Well, there go half my lives. That was very, very poor. Game's a bit on the loud side too, but I'm not going to change it right now. Yes, I do apologize for running overtime. Although I started nice and early, I ended up having some very nasty technical issues. I ended up having to restart my computer twice. So I do apologize for that. So I may end up running a little... I am going to run a little late tonight. But all in all, it will end up still being 4 hours total. Wow, I'm actually doing pretty good with these. The amount of the amount of points you get when you grab those gold bars is not random. It's based on how shiny they are. You can see that they actually cycle through different colors. If you grab it right when it's fully white, when it gleams, it actually makes a different sound effect and gives you 2,000 points when you do that. If you're... ouch. If you're one frame off, you only get 1,000, and I think like 200 is the lowest. That was painful. Didn't last very long at all. Hold out hopes. Gives you an extra little bit of text there. Normally, if it went that short, I would play the game again, but time is definitely running thin for me, and I've got quite a few more games to show off, so I will take the opportunity to cut and run from that one right now. But yeah, that is a scrolling shooter. I should also mention, I did mention earlier when I was playing Pop and Bounce, that was from Video System, the Aero Fighters people, also known as Sonic Wings in Japan. Most people remember the original Aero Fighters, you know, standalone arcade game, a lot of fun, unique characters for pilots, the cutscenes were hilarious. There were sequels to that game, and they came out on the NeoGeo. I will not be playing any of those, but there is an Aero Fighters 2 and an Aero Fighters 3. And actually, if I recall correctly, do a little bit of scrolling here. No, okay. Yeah, just those two. Yeah, there's an Aero Fighters 2 and an Aero Fighters 3 sequels. Again, funny characters, and they played that up to the hilt. They realized that was the best part of the original game, and they cranked that up to 11 for the sequels. And those both happen to be NeoGeo titles. As a matter of fact, I could have played Aero Fighters 2 last time, because that's from 1994. Aero Fighters 3 is from 95. So I wanted to make sure that I had mentioned those. Well, see you later. Good to see you. Well... for all intents and purposes, I'm really just showing off games of a different type tonight, but I will typically play whatever games that I am going to play. Well, actually, at this point, I'm probably going to I might end up cutting certain games short if I feel like they're dragging on and they're not fun. But so far, everything that I've played has essentially been a high score / 1cc attempt. I came pretty close on Puzzle de Pawn earlier. I was shocked by that. I may have to keep at that. I might be able to pull that off. But yeah, I did want to touch on that. I feel as though I would be doing a major disservice while I'm still in the pew-pewish section here if I did not play this game. One of the best run-and-guns ever made. Rather infamous among my Twitch circle recently when BBH ended up playing it. And then got it on MAME Roulette the following day, so he ended up playing it like 2 consecutive times. And then Macaw played it, launching off on one of the funniest tirades in the history of Twitch, emulating BBH's opinions of the game. I played Metal Slug earlier, sorry about that. You can check that out if you'd like, on demand after. But yes, I am referring to Shock Troopers. A game often compared to Metal Slug, and rather unfairly. Different company, different playstyle. But it has some of the similar appeal, I guess. I couldn't not play Shock Troopers. I will only be playing one credit, and I will not make it as far as he does, that's for certain. Yes, this is one of those multi-directional shooters. You can hold in the button to keep firing in the same direction as you move around. You have a special melee attack you can use at point blank, and that makes most enemies guaranteed to drop a power-up item. Or at least a point item. Big score. This is a great game to play for points. And you can even switch through a team of 3 if you choose team battle mode, but I will instead pick Lonely Wolf, because I don't want to have to mess with that. Good variety of characters here and different weapons. I'm probably going to surprise everybody by playing the one that looks like the Macaw character. And yet Macaw doesn't play him. I play this game as Rio. You have a choice of route to follow, different stages, and you can see that star rating. Before each stage, certain characters will get certain advantages, extra health added in, they'll move faster, that sort of thing, just based on the terrain and their own knowledge. For Rio, makes a lot of sense to take the jungle route. You get a little bit of extra health to start with. And hopefully I won't get too greedy, but yeah, definitely a lot more to be had. From meleeing enemies than just shooting them out. Some of the animations that the enemies go through are pretty brutal. They're too small to really be particularly grotesque, but if you really watch them closely, which is a hard thing to do when you're playing, but yeah, you will see some really nasty wounds occur among the enemies, and I am not a fan of that sort of thing at all, as you may well be aware. My utter disgust with Chiller is something I've mentioned on stream before. That game has no redeeming value whatsoever. This is actually a pretty hardcore skill game. They did a very fine job with the design of this game. And as a matter of fact, if the gore bugs you, you can actually choose to play under a different BIOS. A different nation, essentially, where there isn't any. And as a matter of fact, this affects the play of the game significantly. It affects the scoring. Because enemies that don't die right away from a special fancy animation... Oops, that didn't work. can actually can be continued. What am I trying to say? Such enemies can still be shot. You can continue shooting them. This avoided the problem entirely. And you can continue to earn points for that. So it can actually affect your strategy. Yeah, so the scoring in this game can actually, the potential varies significantly based on the region. In some versions, you're actually better off shooting the enemies just as much as you are meleeing them under certain circumstances, rather than trying to melee everybody you can. At any rate, you do have that rolling mechanic here. You do go straight through enemy shots as you do. You are invulnerable as you roll. Which is exactly why this is BBH's game. Any game where you can roll through things, he dominates at, as perhaps others have noticed. And every character has their own special type of bomb weapon. Their alternate attack. Those are all limited ammo. Rio, very... The monkey tries to steal the banana from you. Wanted to give him enough time to show up, but of course I still wanted to get the banana. This guy fires the obviously Rambo-inspired, as if he himself wasn't sufficiently Rambo-inspired. He's sort of half Rambo, half Tarzan. He shoots explosive arrows. Very useful against lines of targets. Or very large enemies that can take repeated damage from the explosions. Easy to get angle on that guy where he can't hit you. But of course, if you want the big points, try meleeing him instead. Tarzambo! I love that name. That's fantastic. Nope. Probably should have saved that. Oh, actually, the items don't last very long in this. They tend to fade pretty quickly. Whoa! Oops! That was poor. Yeah, this jerk here will be steering the first several boss vehicles you face. There we go. Plot in cutscenes. As the daughter of some scientist gets kidnapped by the leader of what's calling themselves the Black Scorpion Group. International terrorists. Hoping to get their hands on some kind of a super soldier serum. Bloody Scorpion Group. Did I misspeak earlier? I might have gotten that wrong. I'm not sure what I did say. This next stage, not Rio's favorite. Only 1 star, no health bonus starting it. Start on a motorcycle! Shooting enemies off of bikes. Okay. Oh. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, I'd be very unhappy if I missed that. Oops. Needs to dodge. Mid-boss vehicle. Now this thing shoots out some larger shots that you're going to see momentarily. Actually, let me speed that up. There we go. You can see it spits out these swirling stars. The yellow ones travel straight out in a diagonal, the blue ones spiral. Oddly enough, the safest place to be when those things are about to land is right when they're going to land, if you duck as you do so. So that way you're safe from all the little projectiles that spawn out. That's my strat anyway. Works pretty well for me. Time to get off the bike. That's some Indiana Jones impossible survival there. And slogging through the water, he's a big man. Definitely slow in this stage. Yeah, the special death animations don't really occur in the water, so even on, you know, US settings, this stage, you can often do just as well shooting out an enemy repeatedly if you get a good angle on them, as you can meleeing them. Use the ammo in this one first, grab that one before it fades, hopefully. Yeah, I just failed to do so, didn't I? Oh, oops! Damn it. That was close. There we go, that's what I want to see. There are two additional kinds of gem that can show up. There are yellow ones that give you temporary invulnerability. Very, very short. It only lasts like 5 seconds. And there are red gems that function as a Mega Crush. They take out all enemies on screen. If you are playing for score, this is apparently a bad thing. To the point where a certain expletive describing red gems has become a meme. Yeah, when you duck on the bicycle, you stay put. Here you can't stay put. When you roll, you will move in the direction you're facing. Ooh, I guess I should have tried to roll out of that. It's too thin to fit through. There we go. Aren't you done yet? Melee him or something, come on! Seriously? Don't let him get away. There's the scientist himself. This stage is totally Rio's thing. 2 health bonuses. And he moves faster here. Pretty quickly. Apparently, the best jungle for him to move through is the urban jungle. Oops, he's out of arrows. Oops. I'm going to have to shoot this down the slow way. Or just run past the thing. Gotcha! Ooh. Be careful there. Down he goes. Oops. Wanted to melee him. Just hit the button too quickly. Oh my word. I have full health. I don't need that one. Holy crap. Since when does that ever happen for me? I don't think I get any points for it either, do I? Oh dear. Oh, oh dear, here we go. Thank you for that. Greatly appreciate it. Oh man. So how was MAME Roulette tonight? Lots of good games, lots of bad games. Yes, yes indeed he is. And I just happen to be playing Shock Troopers right now. I will probably embarrass myself now, especially that you're here. This is the lowest health I've had in this game. Ugh! Yeah, I have trouble with this boss for some reason. If I happen to finish this guy off with a melee attack, he'll drop a first aid kit. But I don't have high hopes of beating him at all. Much less at point blank. Ugh, come on. Ugh! Uh-oh. Captain Silver happened. I don't think I know that one. Oh, man. It's probably because Lord BBH suddenly showed up that what was otherwise an amazingly well-playing game of Shock Troopers went into the can very, very quickly. Must have been something in my subconscious there. Just suddenly got nervous. Oh well. I am running out of time, and I still have way too many more games to go through here. So I have to move on. Unfortunately. Yes, if I will gladly give Lord BBH a shout out here. Gladly. If you don't already follow him, he is incredibly good at a lot of games. Especially that one. If you want to see some good Shock Troopers play, check out his On Demand. He has been playing it quite a lot recently. I want to say like at least 2 good solid streams of it within the last week or 2. Yeah, you'll see 1cc runs of it there. If you like Shock Troopers and want to see it played very well, watch him play it. Or if you want to see the game played still pretty decently, but a lot more entertainingly, you might want to check out Macaw 45. You just might want to. Even Lord BBH, I think, would approve of that. That was hilarious. But I unfortunately need to move on. So, after awesomeness like that, I suppose I should get the stinker of the list out of the way. I feel compelled to play this, even though it's a game I'm not terribly keen on. This is your, shall we say, yeah, this is your Kusoge for the week, and it's in a sense a take on Windjammers. You might remember that. I played it last time, but I am not nearly as fond of this one whatsoever. This is a game called Battle Flipshot. This is your dank for the week. It's right here. Disco 1998. Here is your big, yeah. Obviously, you will see, game is sort of half Windjammers, half Breakout. And all something clearly wrong with it. Is one of the most evil characters in any video game ever. His job is debt collector. Ugh. Thank you again for that, host Matt. I greatly appreciate that. I'm still not used to getting big hosts like that. Raids. Yeah, we got 5 characters to choose from here. I'll take Siren. Ah, mirror match to begin with.
Round 1.
And your objective is to take out the poker chips behind your opponent. You may recognize them from a game I've played on stream earlier. And if you don't, well, you're going to recognize them soon anyway, because I'm going to be playing that game next. Yeah, if you press the button just as you bounce the ball off, you can perform a special attack. Changes the ball's angle and properties. As far as I know, the points you get for taking out an enemy chip is completely random. At least I haven't found any logic to it. It's a pretty straightforward game. It lacks, well, pretty much everything that makes Windjammers so much fun and interesting, even though I'm total arse at it. Oh, come on. Seriously? There we go. Well, I actually ended up getting a bit of a late start, and I had a sizable chunk of technical issues at one point. So I'm actually probably going to go for another 15 or 20 minutes, actually. As much as I would like to go for even more than that, I do want to try to keep these episodes at right around 4 hours of actual game time. Yeah, I don't even know what happened halfway through there. I knew, you know, every now and then the mic gives out and I have to reboot to fix it, and that's okay. But after I restarted it, it's just like, I don't know what happened that second time. No at all. Oh! System defect! The defect apparently to missing vowels. Thank you for that follow. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your stay. I will attempt to entertain and educate you. Ooh! Oh, okay. I got an enormous amount of points for that last chip, and I have no idea why. None. Uh-oh. Will you... Seriously? Come on already. Yeah, when you're hit from behind, you get knocked down. It is... okay. I will definitely take your word for that. I'm sure you are more familiar with this than I am. It's the debt collector! Screw this guy. And his special attack that makes the ball temporarily invisible. But actually, it shrinks down and back up again, but it makes it very easy to lose track of. Very easy to lose track of. He has different targets behind him. I don't even know what those things are. I'm not sure I want to know. All I know is that he's carrying a Mudman mask as his shield, and I frickin' hate that guy! I may actually hate Mudman more than I hate this actual character I'm up against. Yeah, it looks like you get crap all for points. You take them out very quickly, huh? Well, that's the exact opposite of what it ought to be. To be rewarded for winning quickly. Yeah, 1 pixel ball. What are you, blind? You should be able to follow that. This happened because you make fun of me. Wow, I got a straight bonus. This may actually be the best game of this I have ever played. I'm not even sure I care.
Round 1.
Stars, how original. I'm a member of Stars. I do not apologize for that. This guy's special makes the ball huge and easy to hit. Character design! Although I suppose that does also give you more leeway when it comes to hitting the chips. So yeah, this is all this game is.
Round 2.
Somehow... It's a lot like Windjammers, just with all the fun taken out of it, if you ask me. And Windjammers is an older game, as we all know. Or at least those of you who saw the first half of this NeoGeo non-fighters series here. Lucked out on the angle of that one.
Round 3.
Ugh. I don't even know why I feel compelled to finish this game out. I was probably going to stop it after the first opponent, but I was like, no, I have to beat the debt collector. Oh, that was stupid of me. That was my own fault. Ooh. That was a clutch dodge there. Uh-oh. Come on. Whatever. Oh, well. I might actually end up highlighting that. I'll just stick it at the bottom of my list. Same continue announcer from Breakers, because the game is from the same company, Visco. Did a few Visco games earlier tonight. I'm gonna do another Visco game next, but it is not going to be... I feel compelled to mention the existence of this game. Believe it or not, Battle Flip Shot has a sequel. And 2 years later, 2000, it is called Bang Bead. And that game rubs me even further the wrong way for reasons that I frankly don't remember and don't care to. I am simply going to move on. At this point you may be thinking, Visco is kind of... Well, hey, they've actually done quite a few good games. I liked Puzzle to Pawn, that was from Visco. Neo Mr. Do was from Visco. I actually happen to think that Visco has done some fantastic titles, and the one that I'm about to play, as promised, is just so much fun. I love this silly, silly game. 1999. Alright, I have to change the year here. Very unique scrolling shooter here. I have never seen this. No, wait a minute. I think I did actually see this in an arcade cabinet once. It was definitely first on emulator that I saw it. I will let the intro speak for itself. To Botany Labo. Ah, great stuff. I love the music in this game. Most epic how to play music ever. You can simply hold in the punch buttons to attack repeatedly, but if you attack with only one side, you make the other side become a charge attack. Here's the real mechanism of the game, mutation. Those pills will change your character to different varieties and styles. And you also have this very useful clone item, which gives you 2 lives, essentially, that you use at the same time. You can reorganize them as you wish. This is one of those games where if you shoot a power-up, it bounces, so in order to grab things, you often need to stop... Oh my word. Stop shooting. The tiny tomato moves faster, and is a smaller hitbox. But then it's also a little harder to hit enemies with them, too. Ugh. You can charge up a charge shot on the other side, by the way. The big tomato can actually take a hit and survive. He's very slow. Now we're not even a tomato anymore. This tongue is extremely powerful, but attacks pretty slowly. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're a monkey. The monkey's shots arc, although you can't make charge shots with the monkey. Oh, you're kidding me! I got double tapped big time. And you may have, of course, already noticed some of the poker chips that have fallen by. I mentioned that earlier. Told you they'd be here. Very powerful, but tough to use, this character. Alright, back to the monkey. There we go. That's the left shot, that's the right shot. They hook nicely. Mid-boss time! Yeah, point blanking will get you a lot of damage with the monkey. Even got slowdown going. Oof. Oh, you're kidding me! I got bum rushed. Alright, that was way too short. Even with limited time that I have, I'm playing that again. That was horrible. I want to at least make it to the first boss. Although at this point I'll probably stop after that. We'll see. See whether the game's worth continuing on at that point or not. Yeah, this game has a very peculiar, interesting design aesthetic to it. Get this other tomato switch. Now I've got two tomatoes that move at very differing speeds, so you can see the weird effect that has. Alright, I am actually going to want to get tomato heat, I believe, to show off the funky things that happen when that occurs. See, it actually mutates. It's now a baby, which is a pretty weak character, but it's now on a different mutation path. Let me get those enemies out of the way. And now I'm a winged tomato! You can actually just stay as the big tomato and have that extra survivability and attack strength. But I did want to show off the fact that you end up on an entirely different upgrade path. Alright, so that boss got shot down. We're going to be facing the other one later on. I don't think she even takes damage yet. And now, I'm a kendama. Again, kinda weak. Limited range, too. But the next stage after that is one of the best ones in the game. The carrot! Look at this. No charge shots, but great ammo. Oh, and now I'm a bunny. Which does have charge shots, as you can see. Now I'm a fish! Really nice for this boss, actually. If I'm careful and not actually get hit by her. Listen to that damage it does. Tough to use, but... Oh, took a hit. Oh, the fish can survive a hit. I'm a lobster now. And I'm shooting at 45-degree angle. I have never actually had a lobster before. Oh! Darn. As you can see, this game has an insane quantity of mutations available for its character. It's showtime! I love that. And there's a very complex sort of path about it. Some can take hits, and when they do, they become some other formation that's... Ooh! Get there. Oh, come... Oh, darn. Oh, well, I ended up showing off enough, I guess. I saw things that run I actually hadn't seen before!
Game over.
Wow, that was a thing. So yeah, that's a very robust and very fun shooter. There's actually a separate intro that should show this time. I'll let that play too. Yes. I love that game. I think that game is absolutely fantastic. That is great, great stuff. Oh man, I'm starting to run out of time, and I still have so many games on my list. Man. Oh, like a dozen. Well, I did promise that I was going to play this one, so I'm going to play this one. It has been seen before on a Throwback Thursday. I don't care. It's happening again anyway. This is, of course, a later NeoGeo game that is not a one-on-one fighter. Although it kind of feels like one in some ways. Here it is. I advertised it. I gotta play it. It's Super Dodgeball. This was, of course, the last game I played on Kunio Night. It being the most recent of the Kunio games, the last one that got localized. And the only one where Kunio remained intact in the localization. Incidentally unrelated, I mentioned on a previous stream, I think it was a previous Throwback, yeah, when I did the Natsume Throwback Thursday, I mentioned they're actually working on a new River City Ransom game, so to speak. And apparently Kunio himself is going to be in it. They are going to not change them into Alex. They will not change Kunio and Ricky into Alex and Ryan, as they had done the last two times a River City Ransom game came stateside. I've gotten a little bit better at this, but not too much. You know what? Let's be different. Let's play Big Mama Kim. Isuzu team. I've never actually played as her before, by the way. Just thought I'd be different.
Come on.
Ah! Yeah, there we are. Yes, this game is about reducing the hit points of your opponents. You have special attacks, like so. You can jump, dash, catch. That was fast. You can charge up a power meter and then launch a super attack. Yeah, the characters in this game are characters from the earlier Kunio games that got localized as Renegade and River City Ransom, among others. It was one of my earlier Throwback Thursdays. If you are so inclined, you can check that out. But I could not resist the urge to play this game again. Yes, the team characters, the captains. Oh, ow! Oh, damn. Have extra specials, and if your power meter is full, they can actually execute a team special. Unfortunately, I just lost my team captain. Ah. Uh-oh. Coming from behind. No! Just being jerks. Ooh, that was nice. This game does one thing that's very unfair, though. If time runs out, you lose. Doesn't matter how much health anybody has. There we are. And sometimes the AI seems to like to waste time passing the ball back and forth, so that's really not fair. Girls should have more weight, not looks. And here's one of the things that really makes this game great. The first team you face against is all generics. After that, when you beat a team, you can recruit their captain. So now I have two characters that can launch extra special moves. Kunio himself working for me. Ugh. My opponent here is the Stage 2 boss from Neket's Koha Kunio-kun, or Renegade if you will. I'm playing the Stage 3 boss. Ah, yes. You can actually dash across the line to try to hit somebody, but you're vulnerable until you make it back to your own side. So it can be a dangerous proposition. Ooh. Oh, he faked me out there. Oh, I tried to grab that way too early. Uh-oh. There we go. Team Special! Got it. Smack! Oh, damn! It is possible to catch those, but your timing needs to be very on point. It is very precise. Come on. Oh, no! Oh, got my teammate. Ugh. Oh, that was good work. Alright, it's just Shinji and Kunio. Oh, my teammate is still standing. Oh, not anymore. Uh-oh. Ah! I hit it just a split second too late. Did you see that? It's my special shoot. Bari Bari writing. Oh well. That wasn't too bad. Oh man, it's gotten that late. I'm really running out of time. Alright, so that is indeed Super Dodgeball, which totally fits the theme. I'll play that one. 16, okay. So, I feel as though I really only have the time to do one more. Did I stop that right with Dodge showing? Great. Yeah, thank you, I appreciate that. Alright, I'm going to mention a few other games that I'm not going to be able to get to, unfortunately, but that I happen to think are awesome. Games in the style of, say, like Puzzle Bobble or Snow Bros, where you're in one room at a time, dealing with the enemies as they show. There are two excellent games of that style in the later NeoGeo era. One called Nightmare in the Dark from 2000. I've played that on stream before. I should actually have a highlight of that too, kicking around. Yeah, if you look under my high scores, you can see a highlight of that one. Very well done game. There was never a home version release of that, unfortunately, but it did come out in arcades. And there was another one. Uh-oh. I'm getting two games mixed up in my head. Give me just a second here. Let me see which one this is. I'm not going to have the time to play this, whichever it is. Zoopapa. This the one I'm thinking of? Yes. Yes, this is the other one. I'm not going to have the time to play this one either. But this is another cute little game of the same ilk. As much as I love games of that nature, and I was actually hoping to play both of them, I'm not going to have the time for that, unfortunately. Let's see. A lot of the beat-em-ups are very dank on the NeoGeo. I did spend some time playing Mutation Nation last time. I didn't touch the Sengoku series at all because those are terrible, or at least the first two are. Sengoku 3 actually plays reasonably well. It's kind of fun. That came out in 2001. That's one that I could play. There was another puzzle action game, for some reason I forgot to mention. It's the most recent game I have on the list. That came out in 2003. It's called Pochi and Nya. And it's sort of like Puzzle Fighter, but in reverse. Rather than trying to make squares out of the colors, you're trying to make branches and forks. Every time you create a chain that splits out, you get credit for the length of each separate fork. It's a very unique little mechanic, but not one I suppose I needed to play. Among the sports games that I said I wasn't going to play, I did actually end up writing down one of them. There's a game called Pleasure Goal, which is a mini soccer. There's only 5 players on each team, so that's a little different. I thought I would mention that. I toyed with the idea of playing this, but I won't. There is actually a NeoGeo shogi game, Japanese chess, and as much as I would love to play that and show off, I think I'm going to pass on Master of Shogi. I don't think any of you would want to see that. Anyway, there is actually a fun little horse racing game that I discovered called Stakes Winner, and there is actually a sequel on the NeoGeo as well. They're a little bit button mashy, but they're actually kind of fun. And that was an enjoyable little game that I discovered just the other day. That is something that I could have squeezed in. And there is... Actually, this one is from Visco as well, isn't it? There is an action platformer. Yes, there it is. Yeah, Visco, 1999. Called Ganryu. Very Ninja Gaiden-esque. It plays very nicely, and there are 2 different characters that you can choose from with different speeds and attack styles and whatnot. It's a fun, well-designed game. I really enjoy that. But I'm going to play one more game for you. I have to. This is a game that you could have seen in the arcade and never even known that it was a NeoGeo game. This game does run on NeoGeo hardware. But if you've seen the actual cabinet, you would never know this, because it doesn't look like a NeoGeo cabinet. It has just the name of this one game on it. It doesn't have a joystick and those iconic 4-color buttons. It has a trackball and an air vent that blasts you with cold air when you lose a life. I am, of course, speaking of the irritating maze. This is, in fact, a NeoGeo game, amazingly enough. Oh, come on. Don't even tell me. Oops. Well, this is awkward. But it's also going to be well worth waiting for. I probably shouldn't sneak into Lord BBH's warehouse while he's here. And I definitely shouldn't tell him this. Say it out as I'm doing it. Actually, it's probably not even his warehouse that I'm sneaking into. I do have this... This game did receive, not really a port, but there was a home version of it based on the same inspiration. It's inspired by a Japanese game show, or a segment of it. If you've ever watched Unbeatable Bansuke, back when G4 was showing that, one of the game types that they have is essentially an homage to this. I have to learn how to spell. Then I'll find what I'm looking for. Oh, right. Come on. Really? I'm going to find this. Yeah, there is a PlayStation 1 game, a PS1 game called Irritating Stick, which I have, which essentially plays the same way. Different levels, things are, of course, scaled slightly differently, but it is otherwise the same deal, yeah. Note to anybody out there who has an alphabetized list of anything. If you're alphabetizing things that begin with the word the under the letter T, you are doing it wrong. Yeah. Had to get that out of my system. That was, that was related to what I, Uh-oh. That's weird. Okay. That explains a few things. Okay, we're golden. Let me just make absolutely certain that this is set up for analog control. Definitely need it for this. Actually, I'm going to wish that I had set up a trackball, which I do have for this, and I did not in advance, unfortunately. Yeah. Let me get this underway. Oh, whoops. I have to pause that to change my marquee because it locks my mouse down. Silly me. Yes, this this green screen that you see here. Whoops. The booting of a NeoGeo cabinet. This is how you would know that the irritating maze is a NeoGeo title. If you watched it boot, it would become immediately obvious to you if you're aware of it. I think it actually does put the, yeah. It actually can play the NeoGeo intro. This game may be harmful to persons with cardiac disorder and or pregnancy. It's very, very simple. What you control is that circle. It's the end of a metal rod. You're supposed to pass it through a trail without touching anything because it's wired up. Oh, 97. Crap, I got the year wrong. My mistake. I will fix that. Okay. It's all about careful steering and timing. Great music. I am not pregnant. The reason why I'm laughing, sort of embarrassedly, is that I actually did once get a letter from an old health insurance company that I used to be with under their company. They must have really screwed something up, because the letter that I got was telling me that I should be getting a pap smear as a precautionary measure. Alright, let's get this shindig started. It's as simple as can be. Don't touch the walls. You can scroll ahead if you need to. I'll of course play as the lady. Novice course. This is going to be tough to play with a mouse in a small area, but I will try. You do, of course, have a limited amount of time. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to move in sort of bursts through some sections. You may actually hear me clamping the mouse down. Oh! Damn! I just tapped the corner there, but that's all it takes. Aw, it's a conversion! That's lame. Yeah, I saw an original cabinet. It was at the Dream Machine in the North Dartmouth Mall. Ugh. That was quite some time ago, but that was fun. My brother was a huge fan of that game.
Checkpoint.
Whew. I had my choice. You can either brave the spindles or take the long, slow, narrow route. Oh, I went too fast! I hit the front wall. I was almost through, too. Oh, man. It's a very, very fun game. I would actually love to play it again, but I am beyond out of time, unfortunately. But I did want to make absolutely certain that I showed this one off. I will probably try to play this more in the future on random offcasts, or if it's requested or whatnot. I need to dig up my old trackball and have that at the ready for when I'm going to be doing some serious sessions of this. It's unfortunately one of those optical trackballs. It's got a little red ball with a lot of black spots on it, but I have used it for this game before, and it actually works reasonably well. You can actually really get your hands on it, use your thumb to carefully manipulate things. It actually works pretty well for this. Yeah, I absolutely had to show this game off. I could not let the session end without doing it. But unfortunately, that time has come. I do have to call it here. I did at least mention every other game that I had on the list at some point. I wish I had managed to play more of them, but yeah, things kind of got away from me. Some of it was out of my hands. But hopefully that was at least some subset of entertaining and or educational for you all. That is my Throwback Thursday for the night. I hope you enjoyed it. Normally I would be trying to host somebody right now, perhaps even doing a raid, but given how late it's gotten and other things that I need to do right now, I'm not going to be able to watch, and I'm not going to saddle you with somebody else if I'm not going to be there on my own as well, so I will simply bid you adieu. Take care. Enjoy yourselves. Never forget to play. Hopefully I will catch you next time. I will of course be streaming again tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's my time zone. That is my request tonight. Come on by, give me whatever it is you'd like to see me play. Anything arcade, NES, Game Boy Advance I've got a lot of. I'm trying to pick up other things as people request it. And of course, anything you've ever seen me play on stream before, I can always do again. And if you are interested in those sorts of games, every Tuesday night I play a tactical role-playing game. I started Final Fantasy Tactics last week, and I play strategy games on Wednesdays. I am doing Call to Power now. An extremely ghetto setup, but it is running, it is working, and it seems to have its fans, so I'm glad that those who are playing it enjoy it. Alright, but yeah, I'm afraid that for tonight I will need to take care. Oh, yes, if there is a theme that anyone watching right now would like to see me do on a future Throwback Thursday, I will gladly take requests. I've received exactly one, and I used it, so I'm using 100% of requests that I have received so far. Feel free to send me one if you'd like to see it. It can be a company, a theme, character type, whatever you think would make for an interesting group to put together as a night. If you'd like to see some ideas of things I've already done, you can just look at the highlights I've got on my channel. This is the 18th episode of this I've already done. I am admittedly 6 weeks behind in my highlighting, but I swear I will catch up. And you can dig up the rest on demand if you really would like to see them. That's all I have for you. I will hopefully see you again sometime in the near future. Take care.